All right, well, it has officially happened. Our very first real off-roading adventure. We may have kissed a rock. You know what though? It's actually not that big of a deal, and it honestly could have been completely avoided. Obviously, most off-roading things could have been avoided. You're driving your car through a forest. But if I had one little thing installed in this Jeep, I actually could have avoided this one in a very similar way that we could all avoid something that no one likes, which is having hairy balls. Today's video is sponsored by Manscaped, and this is the Performance Package 4.0 kit. This is the all-in-one kit for all your hygiene and trimming needs below the waist. In this kit, you're gonna get hooked up with the Lawnmower 4.0, which gives you no excuse for a bad shave, because this boy has a freaking headlight. So it also has a completely wireless charger, which helps clean up your counter space, and that design makes this thing fully waterproof. We got the Crop Preserver, this is a ball deodorant, and we got the Crop Reviver. You also get the Weed Whacker, which is the first step in going above the waist. This is a nose hair, ear hair trimmer. Wherever you got weird spots you can fit this inside of, except that one, this guy will get the job done. Now, in my opinion, the best is yet to come. For a limited time, you guys can get 20% off and free shipping if you guys use the code that's on the screen right here, or just go to the link in the description down below and check out Manscaped. You will also get 2 free gifts with the Performance Pack 4.0. First up, you're getting the Manscaped anti-chafe boxers, and the best part is the shed. Right now, this all comes with a handy little carrying case, which is super handy if you're anything like me. Some days I'm showering at the gym, some days I'm showering at home, some days I'm getting ready at a friend's house, and I like to have all my stuff with me, so no matter where I am, I can still take care of me. So like I said, right now for a limited time, you guys can get 20% off, 2 free gifts, and free shipping, plus you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you really can't go wrong. If you guys are looking for some quality products to help you get your confidence on for summer, make sure you guys check out Manscaped. Now about this thing, this last weekend I had the most fun with this Jeep that I have had yet. I've actually never been on a trail that was as, I want to say, like technical. It wasn't that technical, but everything I always did with Brad or Nikolai or whatever, it was always cooler because there's like a mountain and you got a cool view, and I wasn't sure what to expect in Ontario. This was the first weekend we ever went out and tried to find like a real legit trail, and we accomplished that. It was awesome, and it kind of was spur of the moment, so I didn't make a whole video out of it, but I did start filming once we got there, and I realized that we were in for some good stuff, so enjoy a little bit of footage of us actually wheeling this thing. Pretty good. Now I'll admit, it looks pretty slow when you watch it on video, but like I said, this was the first time I actually really pushed not only my Jeep, but myself in these kind of circumstances, so it was really fun, and over the course of the day, I did start to get a little bit more comfortable, take a little bit more risks, I would say, with the Jeep. And all in all, it was just really fun. The in-Jeep footage looks really smooth because when you get out, you see the axles are doing all the work and the Jeep's staying pretty flat. At one point, we completely maxed this thing out, dude. Thank God for that Tom Woods drive shaft. We stuffed this tire into the fender. Is that my... One sec. We're just gonna take a learning experience because I keep hearing the sound. I don't know what it is. I think it's my tire. I just want to know what's... Look at that. Look at the freaking light is coming out. That is funny. Literally in neutral, no e-brake, and we're jammed on my tire. still smiling about it. It was a lot of fun. I'll take you guys, we'll go back, we'll do some really cool stuff because we only got a little bit in there and then we're like, oh, we should turn around, it's a little bit late. But now that I know what that kind of area is like, dude, we gotta go back. Anyways, this is exactly why I bought beadlocks with the black beadlock, because if this was red, it would hurt a lot more. Like in a year or whenever this gets to the point where it's defended me enough that I don't like looking at it anymore, it's super easy to just pop this off, paint it, and put it back on. Shh, they'll never know. You can't be mad about it. It's like me getting mad about, you know, crashing the Genesis. I built this and I bought this to do this, so shows at least I do beat on this thing. Is not just a pavement princess, mall crawler, whatever you guys like to call them. Anyways, what's annoying is this happened at the very end of the day and it happened for such a dumb reason. I was out there with Courtney and a couple of our friends. If you guys are real OGs and you've watched videos from like the beginning of when we first moved to BC, you might remember Rory. He was in one video at the end, I think. Anyways, we were filming like most of the time we're in the trails, and near the end of the day, me and Rory decided it looks a little cooler when I go through a wet spot fast, because I'd gone through a couple of little lake crossings, a couple little puddles, and I went kind of slow because that's what I was comfortable doing. And it is a nice new Jeep. I'm not trying to kill it. But there was this one lake crossing that we went through a couple times. So I was like, all right, I can just tear through this nice and fast. The puddle following the lake crossing, I carried that over and I should not have. There was a rock right on the way in and I wasn't paying attention. Oh.
Know that I know.
The footage looks terrible. It was not worth it. But this just goes to show you guys, do what you're comfortable with. Don't do something stupid for your camera or your friends. I hit that because there was a rock right on the edge that I smoked. This all ties into what we're doing today because we have one thing that I've been so stoked to install on this roof rack since I got it delivered to me, and it is the most, I didn't put it on yet because I didn't think I would want it yet. It's the most random thing that I want right now. But you know what I wish I had while we were out there this weekend? A shovel. I always looked at them and thought, yeah, that's cool. Why the do you have a shovel on your Jeep? An axe, yeah, I understand, camping, but a shovel, like what the me and Rory had to get out because I couldn't get my Jeep between two sets of rocks. It's a big girl, it's a big girl. And it's not like a bush buggy shit box. I actually really like my Jeep. So there's a couple spots where it was like, I'm gonna rub my wheel all the way across this rock because where we live in Ontario, a lot of the trails are like kind of tight, grown in, and are rocky. And they were on the wall of a trail, so they were kind of hard to drive up or around, and you had to squish between them. And me and Rory actually got out and together we like squat lifted a rock out of the way because it was the only way for us to get through without demoing my Jeep. And at that exact moment I was like, bro, if I had a shovel, it'd be so much better for leverage just to like, and so whether we're after a shovel, fishing rod, an axe to go camping, whatever it is that we want to throw on this beautiful new roof rack we have. I debated building one. I think I even mentioned it in the roof rack install video, but I couldn't build anything that even came close to this boy. Look at this thing. I know this is a small little install, but this is so worth it, dude. Like, I was genuinely gonna make one of these, and when I found this thing, I was like, all right, well, this thing is wicked. So a lot of people make these with like those rubber clampy things. Problem with those is you can't lock them. The other thing you can do is like a wing nut style, right, where you put something on and then you wing nut clamp it all down. But this one is sick because it holds anything from 10 to 50 millimeters, and it literally just ratchets. Like, check this out. You can just go. I ratcheted it all the way closed, but it just bites onto whatever you want. You can have it right here, bolted up like this. You can have it bolted flat, and then when you want in, boom. Like, you can't tell me that's not the best thing ever. So this is the Rhino-Rack Stow It. These guys are fully aluminum, powder coated, and they lock. These are beautiful. And after working with like the ski racks and stuff on my current Rhino-Rack roof rack, I can literally put my ski rack on and off there in under 2 minutes. Like, I just go up, you screw in 4 screws, you're done. You want it off, you unscrew 4 screws, you're done. And this, I think this is similar. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be just like the feet that we put on the roof rack. Really easy. The Rhino-Rack stuff is beautiful because it all works the same. So everything is gonna have this little foot. Pretty much just drop your bolt through the main chute, thread this guy on. Like, dude, look at this. Out of the box, this could have been under 2-minute install. And similar to anything that works with this Rhino-Rack platform, you just kind of find one of these openings, because they're at all ends, right? Openings there, openings there. And essentially all it's doing is you're sliding this in, it's going under to where it overlaps, and then you're cranking it down so it bites. So like if we want to install this guy, we just put him in here, and that's it. We could put him here, We could put it here, we could put it here. It's like almost too easy. It's a really, really cool design. And that's what I was saying when I bought the platform also. I was like, the reason I bought the platform rack system is because the accessories are endless. And there's nothing like having a roof rack that you can accessorize. The fact that I can just buy something that goes on this easy. It's literally gonna be quicker to put this on than it's gonna be to walk to get where your axe is. So I actually put it flat because I just read the instructions and you can see this little groove right here. That's for the smaller items. So it wants you, if you're gonna put like a fishing rod in here, it wants the fishing rod to rest here. And if you're gonna use it strictly for smaller items, if you tilt it, like right now if we drop something in, it's gonna default drop straight down. Whereas if we had this slanted up, it would default drop into this little groove, which will help clamp down on the smaller items. So that's a really cool bonus. And for anybody that's thinking like, yo, you could just throw your shovel in your Jeep, you're right, I could, but I'm not going to. This is exactly why. I literally just bought this shovel on the weekend. I was doing a little bit of a yard work project, you could call it. I left it out because it was supposed to rain and I was hoping some of the mud would come off, but it did not rain. You don't want to dig a rock or move something in the mud and then put this inside your Jeep. Hell no. You know what? I didn't practice this first. So I shoved it back towards the back just so that that clears. Mainly just so when other people do this, if they do it for me, they don't smash my roof rack. And what's so sick is if you don't have to lock it, like if you're just locking and loading to go on a little day trip or something, watch this. Dude, and that's locked. Are you kidding me? And this thing can hold up to almost 18 pounds, I think it is. Which means you could put like a pretty good size axe and stuff in here too. Most roof rack, we just have the crossbars, right? 2 bars that go across. And if you have the Rhino-Rack 2 crossbars, these will still slide into the grooves. So you can still use those. You don't need this big beefy boy. But literally check this out, ready? I'm gonna show you guys how easy this thing is to open. I've never actually done it. You just saw me install something. We're gonna take this out and we're gonna put it back. Also, if you do anything I do, try to mount your stuff above a wheel. Because if you're ever kind of like in a weird position and you can't reach the roof, at least if you could stand on the wheel, you can get to it. If you're gonna copy anything I do that. From the ground. Back on the roof. Barely even got on the roof. Come on. I'm extremely pleased with this purchase. And also, the best part about this is that this is like rubber, right? I don't know if you guys can tell that, but these are like little rubber feet. So unlike if I were to build something that would be, you know, have to fit around this bar, might have trouble fitting around like an ovalized axe handle, this thing can be used for almost anything you don't want to put inside your car. I'm talking shovels, axes, fishing rods, freaking rakes if you want them, literally whatever you want. Which to me makes this a pretty ultimate overlanding, camping, off-roading, literally whatever you need accessory. So I will leave a link to Rhino-Rack in the description. I know I literally just pulled the Genesis out the other day. I had to do this. I was pumped off of our weekend adventures. I had to get this thing on there. Just be ready for anytime we feel like another adventure. Whole Rhino-Rack, roof rack and everything we installed. I'll leave a link to that video as well so you guys can check out everything that we have done to get that up there. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed a quick little mod. The best part is we still have one surprise mod from Rhino-Rack. That's all I got for you guys. I got some cleaning up to do. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. Like the off-roading stuff, I always put that on Instagram when I'm doing it, because whether I was ready to film it or not, or just happened or whatever, I always got my phone. So make sure you guys are following me there. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out and stay committed.